What's up, guys? John here. In the past 72 hours, 3 countries have been rocked by a massive earthquake. Japan, Taiwan, and now America. New York City and New Jersey hit by this massive quake.
Just 2 days after the world was stunned by that catastrophic earthquake in Taiwan comes a quake right here in New York City.
An earthquake rocking the whole city of New York, a magnitude of 4.8.
But what many people don't realize is what this is actually leading to. They hear about the flooding, they've seen the massive floods in San Diego, LA, the mudslides, San Francisco. They've seen it in Maine, the tens of billions of dollars in property damage that's occurred over the last 90 days. People don't know what happens next. So I'm going to tell you what happens next. Because pay attention to the smart money. Talking the Blackstones of the world, the Invitation Homes, Tom Steyer, who ran for president, what he's doing with his $1 billion plus real estate portfolio, what HUD.gov said is coming next. I'm going to show you on the government website what they say is going to be coming to help you and position you, because maybe you're a renter right now, think about investing in real estate. I want to make sure you're making smart, well-informed decisions based on the changes that are coming. If you're a homeowner, an investor, pay very close attention so you can pivot and navigate ahead of everybody else. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. YouTube will share this content to educate other people about what's going on in America's housing market and real estate market. And if you'd like to fix your credit to position yourself what I believe is going to be the greatest wealth transfer in American history, we'd love to help you at my company, GreatCreditFast.com. That's GreatCreditFast.com. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, or any issue at all in your credit report, go to GreatCreditFast.com, click the link in the description just below this video, schedule a free call for tomorrow. Take a look at this. So New York City shakes as 4.8 magnitude earthquake hits U.S. Northeast. Then, right here, they're saying this is the biggest earthquake, one of the biggest in the past 100 years, last century. Right now, it's most important that we have our structural team out there, our engineering teams, surveying our bridges, our roads, and any area could be a fault line that is not easily detectable to make sure that passengers on our rails, as well as our commuters are safe. Now, I saw this video on Twitter. Every single outlet, every local media outlet is trying to get this story. So News 12 and New Jersey. Then you have, and I'm going to show you the video, ABC New York is asking for permission to run this video. I mean, all these different outlets are asking for permission to post this video. But look at this. I'll show you the video.
This crack wasn't here. This crack wasn't here.
300,000 views in the past couple hours. 300,000 views. Then you have Japan. A magnitude 6. This came out 2 days ago. Then you have, look at the damage in Taiwan that unfolded. And this unfolded the same exact day, April 3rd, 2 days ago. Earthquake showed Taiwan was well prepared for a big one, or more so than parts of the U.S. Well, in California storm caused $11 billion in damage, as San Diego is warned by more flooding after LA was hit by 75% of its annual rainfall in 3 days. Then you had Maine. Floodwaters inundate Maine, New Hampshire for 4th time since December, right? March 11th. So you see all of this happening. It seems like week after week, a really big crisis is moving in. Now, people want to know what's going to happen next. Well, insurance rates, I can promise you insurance companies, they're looking at the writing on the wall that things are changing. And with this information, what are they going to do? They're going to continue to hike premiums based on this newfound change. I believe this is going to be a very unique catalyst to what a lot of people thought was going to unfold in the real estate market. They thought, got a 2%, 3% mortgage rate, I'm staying here forever. But if insurance rates rise 20, 30, 40% a year, how long can many people afford to stay in that property, right? Not many people are going to be able to withstand that type of pressure. But what many people are going to be forced to do is this. So if you live in an older home, which most people do, you'll likely see a substantial rate reduction once you repair or replace your home's internal appliances. This could lead to lower rates, especially if you opt for eco-friendly options like solar panels, heat pumps, water heaters, Energy Star appliances. Now, according to HUD.gov, you can see it right here, they said that the goal, near zero emission, resilient buildings, are the new normal. In the next 5.5 years, the building breakthrough mobilizes an international collaboration to accelerate the transition of the building sector, right? So we're going to start to see a situation where people are going to get priced out of their homes, and the only way in which they're going to be able to likely stay is doing these home upgrades. Now, I believe these home upgrades are going to be great for some people, possibly, but I think they're going to be extremely expensive and horrible for most people, because most people simply are on a razor-thin budget, and they're not going to be able to do it even if they wanted to do it, right? When you look at, Microsoft and Bezos, they're backing this startup that aims to retrofit millions of old buildings with green energy, right? And this was 2 years ago, roughly 2 years ago. And you got some really, really big backers here, Goldman, Salesforce. But what they say here on a different article, CNBC, what they reported 3 years ago, that this fund, the same exact company, so this same exact company, right, they're saying that this is going to be a great thing because they say that it's going to be able to help people reduce appliances and their monthly cost. This year, Block Power also launched a Wi-Fi service that offers low-income neighborhoods free internet and gives Block Power a look at local energy usage, which it says can lead to lower potential energy between 20 to 70% annually for customers. So they're going to be able to have access to that data, and they're going to be able to guide homeowners to use less energy, right? So you think about this. Many people are going to be doing these upgrades to reduce their insurance, and then what's going to happen? Then it's going to start to be based on the usage that people have on these properties. So it's going to be a very, very big change coming for real estate, I promise you. And the reason for it is because you just look at the smart money. What is the big money doing? Because generally, the big money, they have access to better information than everybody else. Billionaire Tom Steyer plans his apartment upgrades across America. This is a $1 billion plus portfolio, right? An arm of billionaire Tom Steyer's investment firm, Galvanized Climate Solutions, will begin buying and upgrading property across America this summer and fall to cut the greenhouse emissions, right? So you see what Tom Steyer's doing. Then you see Invitation Homes. They are an investor in Fifth Wall, right? This tech fund. And this company, they say that their mission, Fifth Wall, is always invested at the intersection of real estate and innovation. And we believe that our next frontier for the industry is its collision with climate tech. Real estate is the largest contributor of climate, consuming 40% of world's energy and producing 30 to 40% of greenhouse. Yet historically, the industry has put very little capital towards technology solutions to mitigate its contribution. A staggering $18 trillion investment is required over the next decade to get the real estate industry there. $18 trillion over the next 10 years. Just for context, the entire American middle class has $17 trillion in overall assets. $17 trillion. So the investment is $18 trillion, just for context of just how big this is going to be. Just as with real estate tech, our relationship with the real estate industry is distinguishing quality that compels us to champion this fight. So you see just how big a movement we're going to be walking into over the next year or so. And so the more of these situations we see in Japan and New York and Taiwan, San Diego, LA, San Francisco, Maine, Florida, all these situations, the more of them that we see, the faster that we're going to be moving this train in that direction to do all of this. Now, I personally believe we're going to see a lot of damaged property, a lot of people walking away from their properties, a lot of people getting dropped from their insurance companies, and a lot of change coming to the overall housing market the next year, the next 2 years, the next 3 years. What do you think about this entire situation? I personally think it's going to be one of the biggest real estate investing opportunities in American history the next couple years. For those that have a good game plan, they have cash in the bank, they have great credit, they have a strong source of income. I'm not talking $2, $3, $4 grand a month. I'm talking people that are making a lot of money, right? In the next couple years, people that are positioning themselves correctly, they're going to be able to go out there and buy a home, 2 homes, 3 homes, 4 homes. They're going to be able to go out there and invest. I believe this is what's going to be the future. And what do you think? Do you think this situation in New York, in Taiwan, in Japan, is a one and done scenario? Or do you think we're walking into a situation where the next year, the next 2 years, there's going to be scenarios like this, every month, every week, every 2 months, frequently, right, on a worldwide scale. I'm betting on this, and I'm betting that a lot of billionaires are going to get ready to raise a ton of money and to go out there and buy up America. MetLife Insurance, CNBC, all of these major outlets predicted that 7.6 million single-family homes will be owned exclusively by investors in the next 5.5 years. 7.6 million. That's 40% of all homes in America. How do you think that's going to happen? You think it's going to happen willingly, or you think we're going to see millions of people getting forced out of their homes because of the amount of change that's going to be coming? Drop below. Let's have a conversation about this. And if you'd like to fix your credit to position yourself what I believe is going to be the greatest wealth transfer in American history, we'd love to help you. It started up in 2008, then it kind of ramped up dramatically in 2020. The next couple of years, I think, are going to be way, way more aggressive in terms of wealth being transferred than anything we've ever seen before. If you need any help on your credit report, we'd love to help you at my company, GreatCreditFast.com. That's GreatCreditFast.com. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, or any issue at all in your credit report, go to GreatCreditFast.com. Click the link in the description just below this video. Schedule a free call for Monday, and I'll catch you next video.